Black baby faces.
God damn, could you plug the mic anymore?
Let's see who's making the way to the red.
Old school.
JP Savage.
Elite Steve.
Mischief, you heard?
Pretty chubby flaco, dímelo mi gente.
What the fuck just happened?
Let's see what happened was.
Yo, we back and in some new seating arrangements.
And apparently a new guy named Old School Joe.
Word.
Old school.
So my
That's
bad.
how you start.
I didn't know that's how you start.
How you start 101.
Yo, fuck all you.
Welcome to His
didn't know
Pop
Red
Chair
Scorpion
Shots,
was
ladies
here.
and gentlemen.
Give me that Jameson right now. That's how we're starting
This
the show.
is
guys.
exactly
Right?
how we starting
This
right
is
here.
the first week in this many weeks that we got a full fucking cast.
Ladies and gentlemen, you haven't seen us all together since, yes, that's right, the No Nice Things Tailgate.
Hey.
And we back, and as you can see, we still in effect. We still
Oh.
running shit, and we still holding it down.
Level up.
And exactly, we leveling the hell up past that shit. Why don't we start talking some news to start with?
Let's do it.
All right, so Joey Ryan turns down an offer from AEW.
That's where leading with Joey Ryan.
Hell yeah.
He
You
leads to
see
his
that dick?
Wait, he stole my gimmick, damn it.
All right.
I think Bobby laughed.
We back.
Welcome back.
So he turned it down. Going to New Japan.
But on a serious
Fuck it.
note,
Fuck it.
what's shaking the wrestling community?
John motherfucking Moxley.
Kick, kick.
Are we kidding?
All Elite Wrestling.
I was hoping to go the whole show without mentioning it, but you brought it up.
Because someone's upset.
Lies.
Wow. So there's a lot to talk about, right? We're gonna get into AEW because we're gonna do the rundown. You want to just do that now?
Yeah, man.
So let's talk about Double or Nothing then.
Let's do it.
Let's do it, man.
Because there's everything to talk about.
Yeah, we'll get to news, but yo, this was news, ladies and gentlemen. Double or Nothing. If you have not seen Double or Nothing, then you have certainly heard about Double or Nothing.
Oh, yeah.
Because Double or Nothing was exactly what everyone's been waiting for, and then some. Listen, WWE is going to be a giant for a very long time, but if you were not excited for what happened on Saturday, not Sunday night,
Sábado.
Saturday night.
The new Sábado
Very
here.
strategic.
Geez, if you weren't excited for that, fucking Bret Hart coming
Oh my
out,
God,
all the
debuting the belt.
subliminals.
He fell off the stage.
He fell off the stage. Right?
He got
Like,
beat up by the stage.
Or did a ghost tackle him?
Damn.
The ghost of the guy that tackled him at the Hall of Fame.
I'm starting to think I got worked at the
Wait,
Hall of Fame.
Where
Yo.
was Travis Brown, yo?
Yo, I don't know.
Not
Yo,
a ghost.
Yo,
But-
top to bottom. Amazing show. Amazing. The production was on cue. Oh.
You all right?
You all right there?
Spunk Lube.
Le
Like-
picó algo.
Was that
I
a
don't
queef?
think amazing. They still got a long way to go with their production.
They had
For-
moments.
They had moments of
moments.
good. The commentating needed work.
I'll
Of
tell you
course,
what.
And that'll improve.
To your point about production, the camera was always like a half a second
Yeah.
late.
And it was missing key spots.
Especially in the Casino Royale, right? Like the Battle Royale. Son, there was a lot of action, right? AEW did a good job of manufacturing like this really high-paced fucking product, but the camera was always like 2 seconds too late for the next big thing.
Well, I forgot who it was. Was it Joey Janela or somebody else? They had a cigarette stapled to their head.
yeah,
Janela.
we missed
And
it.
they missed
By
that.
Jimmy Havoc,
yeah,
yeah.
Jimmy Havoc.
Jimmy Havoc. Yeah, that's who it was.
Diablo.
And
Son.
those are like key little things. They'll work it out eventually.
Yeah.
But, you know.
But
Overall.
minor, like, honestly, like such minor like parsing we're doing because the show was holy shit, top to bottom. I mean, let's just get right the fuck into it. The pre-show, right?
Battle
The
Royal.
Battle Royal.
So
I love the concept.
none of us picked Handman Page.
No.
Not one.
We were here debating who's he going to wrestle. Is it Pac? Is it John Moxley?
CM Punk.
We never thought he would be in a Battle Royale.
They're like, fuck it, just put him in the beginning.
Yo,
Yeah.
but it worked.
Hey, it worked.
It worked,
He won.
especially later on, right?
Once he was in there, everybody was like, "Oh,
It's Hangman Page.
he's
Absolutely.
winning." But
But it was a
whole match
fun-
was fun.
Yo,
It was also Jungle Boy's one of his first like matches since he came back.
Oh, that's right.
right.
I mean,
So
he's been
doing a
things,
few things here and there,
but this was
but
big.
this was a big one.
Yeah.
Luchasaurus. With a
Luchasaurus.
fucking showing. I mean, hey,
I've been telling you about Luchasaurus.
You
bro.
have. You mentioned him before. I
I'm a
like.
fan.
I like the whole concept of the 5 men at a time. You know,
Yeah, the casino, the
different.
You would.
Different. Yeah. You
Oh
know,
my.
it
I
was a
think that
different
helped the
feel to
pacing.
it.
That helped the pacing, right?
5
the
guys
one-
at a time.
Because the one thing that we talk about when it comes to the Royal Rumble, right?
It
When they
definitely
have
came.
those spots
The ten-
where they eliminate everybody from the ring, now you have to refill the ring.
The
That
10 ball
happens
Simpson.
like a
Semen.
little bit quicker. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Has
yeah.
that opportunity, and it's such
I'm
a
sorry to
different
hear that.
pace.
I think if they
Wow.
had Joey Ryan, they would have got there quicker.
Oh yeah,
Yo,
it would have been
my,
a bit crazy pop for him too.
my least favorite spot. Well, my most favorite spot, right, was
Spunk Loop.
the Spunk Loop. No, it was Orange Cassidy, right? Like, doing it.
Yes.
So I hate it.
Yo, we were
I
marking
hate
out.
it.
Yeah.
I hate.
Shout out
his
to everybody that
stupid-
went to Rockefeller
Oh
this week and
my
just joined
God.
us
Thanks
for this
for showing up.
monumental event. We were going crazy during that spot. Yeah.
It was lit as hell, and
Lit.
the fans got what they wanted with this damn with the show itself, and not alone Rockefeller Sports, but the food was great, the drinks were great,
Oh yeah.
and the atmosphere was great, man.
You know who else is great? Orange Cassidy.
Nah, so Tommy
I don't think they
Dreamer.
should think so.
Tommy Dreamer. So I hate it. I hate it, and then I love that I hate it.
Yes.
So it's everything that indie wrestling should be, and
Yes.
and more. And Tommy Dreamer was like, I fucking ECW. Do you know who I am? So he closed down the ever living shit out of him, which I really appreciate.
It was
but,
great. It was great.
the whole
Great to
fucking
watch,
match
great.
was
Ace
dope.
Romero
Insane.
going over the top.
Sammy Guevara. Is that how you say it?
Dile.
Guevara?
Sammy
Huevón.
Guevara.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sammy Huevón.
Versus Zip.
Kip Sabian, right?
Yep.
I called
him
it.
Zip.
Also known as Super Sabian.
Dyslexia's a
But yeah.
bitch, ain't it?
Some
Sammy
big old
Guevara
lips.
won that shit. SCU.
SCU.
I
Opens off
wasn't-
the show.
But
I
by the
didn't
way,
like this-
by the way,
I
Kip
didn't
won
like
that
this
one.
match.
Just to,
You know, like this.
Yeah.
this
Oh,
one
Kip
match?
won that one.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
You didn't like this match?
Says-
Nah,
Kip-
the pacing was very like
Right.
after everything that had just happened, the high intensity match
Right.
that Sammy put on, it wasn't as high intensity as I thought it was gonna be. Especially when you have 3 guys on 3, like
That's fair.
you know,
I think that was purposeful though.
maybe.
The
To
cool
kind
but-
of cool down, because if not, you have so many highs. WrestleMania is a testament to that, right?
And to your fucking credit, they closed the show so strong with like 3 straight bangers. Something that WWE doesn't do. Like the WWE will put a filler right before the main event because the
Yeah.
crowd can't
They'll put the
handle.
Bella Twins right there.
But geez, yo, don't you ever mention them. But they like because they rattled off those 3 matches like right at the end. They came off like a hot match.
Yeah.
I liked it. It made me feel like I was watching like who Sema was, right, and how he wrestles and how their style of wrestling like contrasts to what we just saw, and like I appreciated it a little bit more.
I get it.
I
I
liked
just think
it.
the match wasn't that great.
In
Eh.
comparison to the rest, sure.
fair.
I mean, my least favorite match was probably the.
Well, not even that. Like when I was watching it, I just wasn't as impressed as I thought it was gonna be with the match. So
But I think if you, I don't know if I read this somewhere, but I think they indicated to them they need to slow it down.
What the fuck you read?
It's a palate cleanser. You know what I mean?
You read that shit on Playboy?
no, I just
Or
think like
Pornhub?
in general I wasn't.
Double
the
impressed.
Pornhub comments.
They were giving out tornado warnings, all right?
My what? Yeah, they were. My least favorite was the Japanese women.
Oh,
wrestling match.
I love that one.
I don't know. I guess
I
that's
really
why
like
can
that
focus
one.
the most on.
But the next match we had Britt Baker versus Nyla Rose and
dentist.
Kylie Ray, and
Baby.
And Brandy?
and a surprise entrant via
yes,
Brandy
yes.
Rhodes.
I thought Brandy was gonna be like, and me, right? 'Cause
and I would have hated her for it
Yeah.
because she
Yeah.
can't wrestle.
What was it that
Yeah,
Brandy
that would've
said?
been
She wanted the. She didn't want the match to be great. She wanted it to be awesome.
Awesome.
It was pretty.
I thought the Miz was coming out. I was like, oh.
So we ended up getting Welfare Queen from
Yes, glow.
Glow.
I thought my
Yes,
6th grade
yes,
teacher
yes.
was gonna come on Miss Guadashon.
Shout out to Miss Guadalajara.
That slut.
But
was
what
great.
an
It was
awesome
great.
surprise that was,
That was the
because Awesome
pop.
Kong is definitely one of my favorites
That was definitely like
since
the third
TNA.
pop.
Like, yeah.
That was like the third pop of the night, man. She got a big pop, and Awesome Kong, like, I mean, she would have stayed in WWE. She'd been work too.
If she didn't get
Until they
pregnant,
ruined
she
her.
would
Yeah,
have.
she got prego.
the whole
Did
show.
she though? I thought she made that up.
Damn you, Vince.
Nah, apparently that was legit.
Yeah.
So best friends defeat Angelico and Jack.
Hell of a
That-
match,
Yo, that
yo.
was a
That
match.
match
That match was
was it was either between that or the Cody match were my favorite matches of the night.
Yo,
I was really surprised by the Best Friends because I've seen them in New Japan, but they turned it up a notch to Saturday night.
Right, and it felt like everybody was running high that night, right? Like everybody was just go, go, go.
We sure were. I mean, they sure were.
They had double or nothing. Wait, what?
Nothing. Nothing.
It's best
Your
not
point.
to touch that.
That's what she said. Let's go.
Cody
So-
Rhodes, Dustin Rhodes. The most. I mean. The
No.
most-
You forgot about the 6-woman tag.
Hikaru, Shida,
We all are trying to.
Rihab.
I think we were all trying to,
Yeah.
except Steve. He said he liked it.
I actually like the match. I don't
So
know.
explain it.
Nah,
Explain
Not much,
yourself.
there's not much to explain. I like
I-
that style.
it was alright.
okay.
It wasn't.
I'll give you
Yeah,
that.
it wasn't my.
I wasn't
I
invested
enjoyed
in the
fact that
characters.
Aja was there. but
I was
that's about
giving out raffle prizes and shit, man. I don't know.
Yeah, you know, we busy hosting
Yo.
sometimes.
Oh, that's when we bought everybody shots.
Yes.
Yeah.
See
Don't
what
be-
happens
don't
when
be-
you don't show
You
up?
see, now we're gonna have 80 people next time and shit. Like, what the fuck? Like,
Hey,
Don't-
you
don't
gotta
get-
show
we
up.
don't
Don't
buy
get used
shot.
to that.
You want a
We
free
don't buy
shot?
shot.
Show up.
yeah.
Maybe you will.
Wait,
Maybe
wait,
you won't.
why
And
you giving
definitely-
out promises out here?
Listen, yeah, I ain't promising
Y
nothing.
tráeme,
Not in the budget.
y
Well-
tráeme tu mamá.
Well,
Over,
we
over the budget battle royal.
well, we
Get
were
your
pro-
ass over here. Find out for yourself.
And I'll give her a special Jello shot.
Let's go, Cody and Dustin.
All
Yo,
right,
we
we're
were
not touching that
promised
one.
a great match.
The
and
most promo match.
they
I
were
think.
delivered. Right?
Can I just say one
No.
thing? I think it was corny as fuck that Cody came out the way he did. He's
Oh,
like,
the
"Oh,
Triple
we're
H
not
shit?
gonna be a competitor," and then you keep mentioning the E. You keep fucking doing it.
See, I thought it was dope to see the sledgehammer to break down.
I think it's
That's the
pointless to
belt.
bring it up though.
Nah, cause it's here we are. We're not hiding from the E. We're not trying to compete with the E. But if y'all want to say that, go ahead.
You
I don't
wanna
think
call
Cody
it-
has
we're here
to
to make
do
a
that,
change.
man. I think
Yeah.
everybody's
Company.
doing that for him.
Huh?
Like,
They were calling them a pissant company, right? A
That's
t-shirt
true.
company.
Yeah,
That's true.
it's
a
a
little
fuck
middle
you to
finger.
everybody.
Yeah.
It's a fuck you to everybody. And I was there like fuck you, cause it was great. I loved every fucking moment.
Son,
I think it was corny.
nah.
I
do.
haven't
The
seen
heel in me
Dustin.
loved it,
Yeah.
man. Like,
I
it's a
loved
fucking
every second of that
fuck
shit.
the corporation, like fuck the big one. Hell yeah.
But why Triple H and why not Vince?
Because
Yeah,
Triple H
that-
is the future of that company.
Exactly.
Let's be real.
He's the
Okay.
one that said it. He's the one that's.
Pretty much
He
though,
shot the
like
first shot.
don't antagonize
He did.
Triple H
he
because he
did.
will shut your company down.
How is it Triple H?
He's
gonna
gonna
shut his
do
company
I don't think Triple H
If
has
Triple-
control
if
right
Triple-
now.
if
to
Triple-
cut anything down.
And I'm saying if he does get the reins, he can put a lot of
Roman?
people out of business,
Okay,
especially with the talent he has.
okay.
He
but
can
just-
do that just alone with NXT right
just-
now.
I'd love to see
And
it.
just remember, though, this is the reason why people are leaving.
Word.
If you have a depleted
Ask
roster, you
John
can't take over anything.
Moxley.
I don't think Triple H has any.
They
control
can
over
lose as
anything
many
right
people
now.
as they want. They still have waves of people in NXT.
Very true. But that just all gives momentum in that time for them to reload, to double up.
Wrestling is a hype-based business.
Yeah.
You put John Moxley in AEW, you put Chris Jericho in AEW, you give us one or two more surprises. CM Punk.
Yup. In Chicago.
And Brock
Uh,
Lesnar.
Just the possibility
You
of
talking
it
about
Sasha
alone
Banks?
is pretty. I mean,
Luke
nah,
Harper.
but like those aren't people that like can come now. You know what I mean? Like
Harper ain't going
realistically,
nowhere.
Yeah,
right? But like there are names out there that if they show up, like Joey Ryan just turned down AEW money.
Dave
right?
Batista.
If
was
Dave
that about,
Batista
yo?
shows up.
Turned down AEW. That's wild.
I
Trying to
think
go
he's
to
gonna be a.
Japan.
I think he's gonna be a coach for NXT.
Yeah, I think so too, man.
He's
Show
making.
people
He
how to-
already makes his money on the indies.
Yeah.
Whatever
Strengthen
they
them
offer him,
dicks.
they can't really offer him much better at this point.
That's a good point.
He's making so much. Everybody wants to be flipped by that dick.
Yep. Yep.
People want to
I
learn
know.
how to strengthen
Everybody.
it.
He's got
And,
bitches paying to touch his penis and take a
Hey.
picture with it.
God bless that man.
I heard Vic. I heard
I
Vic
don't know, I
paid
don't
for
agree
that
with
too.
that at all.
Listen, moving on. The AAA World Tag
No,
Team
but
Championships.
let's talk
was
about the
decided-
match,
wait,
bro.
wait.
Yeah, wait a second. We,
The
Look.
bloodbath.
Yo.
Look.
We haven't
At
seen
the-
blood like that since Eddie and JBL.
Wow.
Dustin hasn't bled that much since the King of the Road match
Wow.
against the Blacktop Bully.
Jesus.
Guys, go check that out on
That was-
the network.
that was Cody's
it old
best
school.
match ever.
Yeah.
He is not the greatest in the ring, but he told a damn good story. Finally,
Yeah,
Jesus
nah,
fucking Christ! Finally,
It was a well-produced match, man.
like he can get you to watch the match. He can never get you to stay to finish that fucking match. But tonight, well, Saturday night, he got it done.
You got it done,
He
man.
finished on it? I mean,
And
for
the
No, he finished
story.
on Dustin.
It's the two
Yeah, incest.
halves of
Oh.
Dusty, right?
They came full circle.
Cody can
On each
talk you
other.
into the building.
The two halves of the Dusty, you were saying?
Yeah.
They dusted.
Who did they
Come,
give a
crop
dusty
dusted.
finish to?
What?
Dusty finished.
Dusty
There it is.
finished on
It
Cody.
was
Cody
a
finished
creamy
on
finish.
Dusty.
What?
So
What?
go ahead.
What?
Old school.
But so Cody talks you in, and Dustin is the one that can work. So you had Dusty Rhodes right there.
It was beautiful. And then like the way the match ended
Yes.
with that promo that Cody cut.
Don't
on
even
the
talk
spot.
about it. I'm gonna start crying right now.
Yo,
Right.
like once they wrestled, you kind of had a feeling like, what now? Yeah, this is a good. Like I don't know what the future looks like, but at least for the next match, I want to see that too. That's brothers versus brothers.
It's some angle that sells itself, right?
Yeah. Listen, we want to watch good matches sometimes, and we feel like because of this match, like had they done this first, I would have been like, nah, nah. But because of this match, now that match makes sense.
Yeah.
Like there's a
Right,
story
right,
there.
right,
They
right,
came together. They can be a crazy ass tag team just on the chemistry that they built because of this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't think it'll live up to the hype. I don't think that match is gonna be great at all. But I'm
yeah,
It's
I
just
don't
another
think so
one
either.
of the
intrigued.
Bucks matches. You know, just another
Yeah.
one of matches. They hype.
Yo, and apparently Dustin Rhodes was gonna hang him up too. He was gonna retire, announce his retirement,
Yeah,
and leave
that's
his
what-
boots
If
in the
that's,
ring.
right.
if that's the case, I
gotta
would
milk this
rather
shit.
him hang it up now, because that was a great match.
It was a great match, yeah.
Like you should go out on top. Like
But
that's it.
but one more match versus the Young Bucks.
Yeah, but he has nothing to gain from that anymore. Like this is just a one-off match at this point.
I think he could probably make that match better just because.
No, he can make. There's no doubt about that. But I'm saying he's not topping this match.
Oh yeah.
So,
That's a good point.
But he is in the best shape of his life.
No, of
At his
course.
age.
DDP Yoga.
but his
Shout out
mind
to
is a
DDP
lot
Yoga.
better served
Get
with
on
this
it.
company as
But
a booker right now.
What if he's like, I want to have fun with my brother and I want to tag
That's
with this
fine.
motherfucker?
That's
Who's
fine.
not to say that they could be the first tag champs?
I'm
in
just saying, me
AEW?
personally, I'd rather him hang it up on a high note.
Ugh. I wouldn't want this to be the first tag champs. I
But
don't
he's
want
a
the
wrestler.
Bucks to
That-
be the
that
first
never
tag champs
happens.
either.
Well, they're already tag
True.
champs
Well,
as they defended it against the
Triple
Pentagon.
defended it in it.
And
The
the
defender
Phoenixes.
did it.
Yeah, that fucking.
But yeah, thanks for that.
Fucking
The Young Bucks
pendejo.
defeated Pentagon Jr. and Phoenix for the tag titles.
Damn.
Triple A tag titles.
Clearly, because the Young Bucks are showing up to MSG.
Yes, sir.
For the AAA
And you
event.
definitely heard that here first a couple weeks ago. But
Match was dope.
great
It was
match,
a typical Lucha Bros Young Buck match.
I didn't like the
fast-paced.
finish though.
That's what she said.
I didn't like that finish. There's a lot of false finishes in that match.
Yeah. That's like an indie darling like bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, look. At the end of the day, it got the people that wanted to see that kind of wrestling. Got them to watch.
And think
so.
about the pace. Once again, the pacing, right? It was a hype match, but compared to the Cody and Dustin, it was a flashier match, right?
Oh, of course, it
You
was.
had a brutal brawl before that, and then you had a flashy, gymnastic-y,
You
right?
got the indie darlings out
yeah,
there.
and
The
it was great.
flippy match.
Spot fest,
You
right?
got the, you
Spot
got the
fest,
flippy shit.
but it was
So,
great.
Let's
you have
go.
two of the best teams to do it, right?
Yeah.
And then the
No.
storyteller match happened, right?
Yeah, and now let's go from the
main
flippy
event.
shit to the main
Yes,
event.
To
main
the
event.
heavier flippy shit.
So now this match does
More like
not
the flipping
quite
beers
live up
into
to NJPW Jericho Omega,
It was alright.
but it was a very good match.
Very good
It was
That's
cool,
alright, I
and
liked
what I liked the most about this match was Chris Jericho's entrance.
Oh my
Yeah.
god,
That was fun.
so good.
It
Dude,
brought me
come on.
all
How
the
does
way
Jericho
back.
do this? Like, he always finds a way to come up with a great entrance.
Because it wasn't him.
I
True.
disagree. I think that's
I-
part of his creative license. Like,
I think that's
No,
exactly
he admitted
what
it
we'll
on his
talk about.
podcast that it was I forgot who the guy's name was, but it was somebody that helped him create that entrance because he's never had a special entrance.
what?
He's at Mania. At Mania, he's never had one of those
Yo,
creative
you know
entrances.
what? He's right.
Yeah.
At Mania, he's never been.
Never.
Nah, but like his regular Raw entrance
Yeah.
is
No,
pretty
yeah,
fucking
he's-
dope. Yeah.
You
Oh,
can't
his
complain.
His debut,
His debuts
But
have
that's it.
all been
but we're
sick.
talking about 20 years ago.
Every
Wasn't
time
that
he
shit.
re-debuted, it's always been pretty big.
Yeah, it's what,
Well,
I
when he
feel like
came
they
back to
showed love.
SmackDown that one time, that shit was crazy.
Yeah.
So,
Nah, I mean, but I hear what you're saying.
But let's get fucking to it, right?
Oh my god.
Match ends with Jericho winning clean. What? Not what
Didn't
I
expect
expected,
that at all.
right?
I-
So here I am, fucking surprised.
we got to talk about it too. Is I think Jericho's got to be your first champion.
Jericho has to be. He can carry that company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as much as I don't like an old veteran getting your first title, He's the perfect guy for it.
It's not gonna
Especially if
happen
they want Hangman Page to be the babyface.
because they want Hangman Page to be there.
It's very short-sighted thinking then.
I know, because Hangman Page could do a great chase.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
For the
That's
title.
what you
Which is what
want.
you do.
And
with the
Jericho can be like, la, you will never get this. You will never get this.
You-
And
La la
he's-
la la.
Yeah, he's good at it. He'll fucking sell that shit. But Jericho wins. And then John Moxley.
Who?
John Moxley.
Well, John
comes
Moxley's
out.
gonna have his hands a little tied with Kenny Omega.
Well,
Well,
John Moxley. Supposedly JR didn't know that he was coming out.
Yeah.
That's a load of bullshit. I don't believe that.
Nah.
1 second.
He said they knew that he was in talks with them, but they did not know that he signed.
I don't believe that.
yeah, I don't.
Well,
We don't believe that one
if you
bit.
listen to Vince Russo, you would think that Vince McMahon set it up himself.
There you
Oh
go.
God,
Really?
he thinks that it's a work.
Fucking
Vince-
liar.
Go ahead.
Every
yo.
time Vince Russo sounds like he's making sense, he just fucking does something like this, and then you discredit him forever.
It completely redeems
Baby
himself.
faces out there, do yourself give yourself the chance and watch Viceland, The Dark Side of the Ring docuseries, man. Some excellent content. A lot of old school situations. They cover the Montreal school job.
I'm actually
They cover-
watching Macho and Elizabeth right
That
now.
was a great one too.
Bruiser
Match Made in
Brody.
Heaven, Bruiser Brody,
That's
Gino
a big one.
Hernandez,
Yes.
the Van Eriks.
Yeah,
Bro,
well,
things
yeah.
I didn't know. But the crazy one for the Montreal Screwjob, you have Jim Cornette calling Vince Russo a fucking liar. Because Vince Russo was saying out there that he came up with the concept for the Montreal Screwjob, and it was Jim Cornette.
I think Vince
It's a
Russo's
back and
full
forth.
of shit.
So
He is.
he's a fucking liar. So this whole work situation, I'm not believing that guy.
It's nice, to
I'm,
see, it's nice to see
I'm
the relationship is
genuinely-
still strong, you know, between.
Word.
I
No,
genuinely.
he said he's gonna piss in his grave.
Yo,
Yeah.
no, Jim.
He said he's gonna piss in his grave. He has his wife with orders in his will that when he dies, hopefully Vince Russo will have died beforehand, and he's going to be fucking carted to his grave. And he's gonna take a piss on him.
Dude, Jim
Sounds about
Jim
right.
Cornette made a T-shirt saying of him pissing on Vince Russo's grave on his tombstone.
Some
He has a
things never
tee on
change.
Pro Wrestling Tees.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Look
it's
that
safe to
shit
say
up.
he doesn't like him.
Oh god.
These guys are like worse than high schoolers.
It's like two grandpas that are still going at it.
I gotta make my
Fight
tee too.
forever.
Terry Funk was making some positive remarks in regard to AEW, man. Says they will do something special in the wrestling world. How y'all feel
Bro.
about that?
I feel
Did
like
you-
Terry's trying to get another job.
Word.
Hey,
That's
The
what it
Malenko
seems
signed
like.
on.
listen, Terry Funk has literally wrestled in every
Yeah.
company.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's wrestled every fucking where
and he's made it work everywhere.
except
Well, that's what
Just
Jushin
saying.
Thunder Liger needs to do. So
Ay, Dios mío.
Listen, AEW, you want to do yourself a favor? Look, hold on. No. This is what you do right here because Jushin Thunder Liger is
he's almost done.
top notch. He's done.
Ese es mi tío.
He's like riding the bitter
It's
end.
his retirement. Like
Bring
wave.
him in for a one-off match against Mikey Quackenbush.
El ecuatoriano.
Facts.
Bring in Mikey Quackenbush to face Jushin Thunder Liger at a pay-per-view at AEW.
Oh my.
We
Mikey-
promise you won't regret it.
Yo, you will not regret that shit.
Regrets?
Yeah.
Regret it.
No regrets.
Don't regret
No.
it either.
Yo, but not for nothing, John Moxley, we did not sell enough how the fucking place got lit when he came out, man.
Exploded.
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 You
The,
felt
that's-
it.
the arena exploded. The world.
That's one of the
exploded
biggest
the internet.
pops since the WCW WWE thing.
Yo,
He's even
Like-
exploded the podcast world.
exploded.
And it's funny how much information we've gotten since he's done it. Because as soon as he left WWE, there was no one knew what the fuck was going on with this
Not
guy.
even Vince.
As
Not
soon
even
as
Vince.
he showed up, his Twitter was on fire. I'm going to New Japan. I'm going to this. I'm going to that.
Word.
Like it was
All over
an
the
explosion.
Yo,
And you know where he exploded on?
I exploded.
tell him.
Talk is Jericho.
So, breaking kayfabe.
Oh my God. Oh no, he did a disclaimer. This was recorded 3 days before the actual show.
Yeah, and then they talked about it.
Yeah.
and then they talked about the show. But damn, they knew the finish. So if you guys have not heard that,
Oh my God.
if you have not heard,
Get the hell up from under that rock.
Talk is Jericho. John Moxley, what is it? Emancipated or some shit like
Emancipation
Emancipation.
of,
Oh, the
John
emancipation.
Moxley.
of
Listen,
John
if you need any reinforcement to what Ricardo Rodriguez said on our interview with him. You can catch that now on all platforms.
Hey.
When it comes to the behind the scenes of what happens in the WWE and working with the machine, right? Jon Moxley just exploited it all.
Facts.
It's so funny though because a lot of like he's telling his side of the story, but then you have a guy like Daniel Bryan who just recently came out and said people aren't working hard enough to get their, chances. So you have so many different sides to this fucking story. You can't tell which one's the truth.
They can all be true.
They can't
To a
You know?
degree.
To a
all
degree,
perspective.
it's all perspective, right? Like Daniel Bryan's like, well, I did it, but
And he's done it. He's done the stupid shit.
He's probably worked his ass off the most out of anybody in that fucking company. He came from nothing, literally nothing.
But I think it's more of the conversation of being like
frustrated.
constrained and restricted and no creative ability, right?
Once
And
you
again,
reach
he
the
talks
pinnacle and you're still being held. Once you've reached the pinnacle and you're still being held
back, right?
Right.
Not only still not. I wouldn't say still. You're being held back. Something that you haven't had to deal with as much on the way up.
And Daniel
Right?
Bryan has no inclination on what it feels like to be
No, that's a lie.
misused like that.
That's a lie.
What you
At
mean?
least to
That's
leave
a
right
lie.
now?
He's a poster boy for that.
Yeah.
When he first got to this company,
No,
there
but
was
he was,
nobody
but not
like
now.
that.
Yes movement, my guy. Come on.
Even
But
before
now?
that. Even before that.
Okay, but now,
That's not the point.
why would
He
he
had his
leave?
moment. He had his
Oh, why
moment.
would he
Like,
leave
why
now?
would that? Why
He
would?
had his moment. He's good.
But that's
Why
not
would
the
he
point.
ever do that shit now? That's what I'm saying.
But the point is, he is the guy that everybody relates to because he had to struggle
Right.
to get to where he's at.
Right, but I'm
you
saying
know,
He
I'm
struggled
saying
the most out of anybody because there
but
was
he got
nobody
his chance,
like
right?
that.
But he made it to WrestleMania.
He had to make
main
that
evented.
chance.
And he worked hard for it, right? Did Dean Ambrose get the same
This
shit?
is the same guy that lost in 10 seconds to Sheamus.
But did Dean Ambrose? But what did he do?
he got
his due, though.
embarrassed.
He
at
swallowed all
WrestleMania.
that shit. He swallowed
that's
all
not-
that shit
but
and
that's-
did it. He didn't mind too much. He didn't mind for him to eat all that
This
shit
is
up.
a guy
and
that
do
got
it.
fired for choking out Justin Roberts
Okay.
with a tie. He got
Right.
the fans behind him. He was the first one to do
Right,
that
but, okay,
at that time.
We heard that part already. You keep
But
saying the
that's
same
my
shit.
but that's my point. This guy has
That's
done
your
a-
point, but my point is that he did that and then still made it to WrestleMania, still main event, still won the world
On
title,
his
still
own-
became famous.
on his own.
Dean
efforts.
Ambrose has yet to do that,
But
That's
Dean
why he
Ambrose
left.
doesn't get a shake at it.
but he decided to leave. It was too much for him. He couldn't hack it. It wasn't too much for Daniel Bryan. People are different, like to your point, right? You can swallow different shit. Not everybody feels the same way about different
That's
situations.
valid, right?
I mean,
That's a
yeah,
valid
that's
point.
valid.
Everyone has their own threshold, right? Their
Right.
own boundaries.
Of course.
And there's
Right, so
only gonna take
Daniel
so
Bryan
much,
so
is
right?
you
a
say-
different,
Or-
he's a different person
or is
than
it-
Dean Ambrose is.
Or
I don't think I would
You
have
saying
said.
John Moxley, little bitch?
wait. Or is it what
No,
Jericho?
I'm not saying that.
Or
'cause
is
that's a lot.
Or is it what Jericho referred to as Stockholm syndrome within the WWE, and that you're in a fucking machine.
That's
You're
another
happy to
thing.
be there?
But I think
happy
that's,
to
I don't
be
think
there, bro.
I don't know. Maybe that's Daniel Bryan, but there are people that just are in routine and just swallow the shit, and are only focused on.
Rusev Day.
That's actually a great point. But
Ziggler.
Ziggler,
Up until now, he hasn't really given anything.
yeah, but that's because of the Saudi
Never-
Arabia shit.
That drop never has anything to do with anything.
Oh my God, it's great.
but it's perfect every time.
You
And
have
You
played
should
that.
have it. You know what you
And
should
you know
do?
what?
You should have it as a text phone, texting
And you know what?
ringtone.
How old are you?
Gentlemen, you know what?
Second,
The most,
I
the
think it means a
most-
Today, Junior.
The
most,
ringtones
the
do
most
things.
disappointing part of the week, I would say,
Is your
is
sexual
the
experience?
response that WWE had.
They didn't need a response.
It's not about needing a response
They
because they're the
didn't-
machine, but they didn't.
It's not
follow
even
up.
that. It's not even that. This is their first event. They didn't need to respond to it.
Yeah, they did.
No, they didn't.
To
Yeah,
keep
they
the cap,
No, they
you,
didn't.
you always have to respond.
Well, they
get to
did.
Raw.
They,
But before we
until-
get to Raw, before we get to Raw,
After
before we get to Raw,
Moxley showed
We'll
up,
get to
you
Raw.
need to respond.
before
Nah.
we get to Raw,
Not yet.
before we get to Raw, Pretty Chubs, 100 sucres. How many sucres would you give this show?
From 1 to 100, I give it 100 sucres. 100 sucres over 10 of your mother's panties.
Diablo.
It would have been more in the Tokyo.
That's a
Dome.
good thing. That's a good thing.
And with
You
that
hear, folks?
said, we
And-
can now get Raw.
And 5 of them were not clean.
Wow.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
Jesus.
Why do you have
Milf
dirty
Slayer.
panties?
Milf.
And now,
Well,
So-
WWE pulled a WCW and
This
didn't
was-
have any wrestling for like an hour.
This was 73 minutes. It took 73. 73 motherfucking minutes.
73.
You're watching.
You just
a
gave half our
show.
fans concussions.
70. I got a concussion.
CTE.
Son, there was. Son,
Nobody.
this was horrible.
I started watching free matches on YouTube
Wow.
from other promotions.
With that said, we cannot possibly give you this entire rundown of this show.
Hell
It's
no.
impossible.
Garbage.
can't.
So what we about to do then?
We're gonna compact this shitty ass episode of Raw
Diablo.
into the best and worst
that.
match.
And what we gonna do while we do that?
Before we do that, I just want to point out there were only 5 matches on the entire 3 hours of fuck you, and we got 5 matches. One of which was Shane, but fucking Roman Reigns' cousin.
Baby
Cause-
sister's brother.
Wow,
I thought that
what
was Roman
the
Reigns'
fuck
sister.
was that for, bro? So that's what we got. We got 3 hours of suck my dick. I'm Vince McMahon, and you're gonna do and watch whatever the fuck I want.
As John Moxley mentioned
I mean-
on that podcast.
I mean, we did get a
Holy
really
hell.
fucking good match in Ricochet and Cesaro, though.
That's the good.
Way
But
to
you know what's
bury
the bad about
lead.
that?
Nah, so
You know what's
hold
the
on.
bad about that? This is the second week you get it in a row, so guarantee you're gonna get it again next week,
'Cause
and
it's
then
so
the week
good.
after.
But-
that,
But if
and
they
the
do a
week
best of
after
7
that.
series between the two, I think that would be awesome.
and then they'll do a week best of 14 series out of that
But
shit.
you know what? These guys
And then
can
they'll become
go,
tag team partners. And they'll call themselves the Line instead of
You
the
get my
Barn.
drift here. You get my drift here, people. Come on,
Are you guys catching up to the writing?
catch up.
Oh my god, this shit was garbage. But Ricochet and Cesaro, still, even though it was the second week, it was amazing.
It was different. It was,
It was
different
better
last
than
week.
last week.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like watching Ray and Andrade. Like I can watch
Yeah.
them go forever. Like,
Honestly,
That's what she said.
I wouldn't mind a
It's
best
like
of 7
watching
series.
Benoit
like,
and
like
Booker.
Sammy and Kevin Owens. Like those are matches
And you know what?
I wouldn't mind seeing all the time.
This is a clinic, right? And those are the
It
few
really
matches
was.
that you don't really need much promo time.
And there was a
behind.
lot of
That's cool.
throwbacks
I mean,
to
yeah,
their
And you need that.
PWG stuff. So
Yeah,
Word.
a lot of the match was a recycle for
was.
PWG.
So,
but they did it so much better.
Yeah, it was great.
so what was the worst?
do you really have to ask that
All
question?
the rest of it, literally the rest
The
of it.
first 73
All
minutes.
of it could be the worst. There's gotta
Elias
be-
winning the belt.
Somebody gotta take the cake here.
Fuck. You could talk about the fucking Memorial Day weekend barbecue that was,
Oh my god.
and then resolving a blood feud over cornhole. Suck my dick, bro. What are we watching?
burgers and buns. Burgers and buns.
You just put fucking Uzi hot on my balls 3 weeks ago, and now I'm gonna beat you in cornhole.
Yo, not for nothing though. He smacked the shit out of that
He
cornhole
did.
beanbag,
Shit out of
bro.
that.
He did.
My goodness.
Yeah, that
I was waiting for another food fight. I'm trying to find out who
It
Kevin Owens
looked like
got
they were gonna
pied
do
by.
that
Yo,
shit.
how about Elias getting disrespected with his first belt being the 24/7 belt
That's
That was
Tuesday.
and
that was-
losing it
Trash.
the same fucking night?
Well, we'll get there. We'll get
You're
there
right.
because that kind of saved that for me.
Wait.
Hey, remember
You
when
guys don't like the 24/7
when
belt?
Abby the Witch
No,
had
it was
good.
PTSD on the Firefly Funhouse?
Oh my
Oh.
god.
So the
Yes.
more I like see this character, the more the inevitable is coming up is Demon versus this guy,
Versus who?
Bray,
Brave
Wait,
for
what?
Demon.
and
Demon
Did
versus
Actually-
rebirth
And-
that feud?
Actually,
and unfortunately, like for every smart out there, it's gonna kill every one of you because you're gonna want one to win and the other one can't lose. So
I hate when they blow their load like this. Like, don't have that matchup. You gotta pussyfoot around it, yo. Let that shit drag.
bring back Broken Matt and have him go against that for a little bit. You know,
Yeah.
do something.
Speaking of blowing
you
your
know?
load, are we going to the next
Wait.
night?
wait,
No,
but they actually
no.
talked about. There's some rumors going around that the first person he's going after is actually Braun Strowman.
Who
If we can get Braun Strowman
There
off
was
of
a
my
little-
TV for like a good 6 months,
There was a little Easter egg
perfect.
in the I think the Smackdown promo. There was a little Easter egg in there. But the worst thing for sure. We all consensus. Shane.
Yeah, Shane McMahon. That shit was.
Versus Lance and
Oh.
Shane versus Shayna Baszler.
Shane should take notes from his sister and just get off of TV for a bit.
Word.
Yo.
So let's smack him down.
That wasn't Shayna.
So.
Speaking of blowing your load,
What you say there, bro?
I think that's what happened to Corey Graves.
Hey.
He got Mandy Rose's
Rightfully
magazine.
so.
Yeah, that's right.
Did you see his face? That was ridiculous.
Man, his wife shaved his hair off. I'm telling
Le puso chicle en el pelo.
Behave.
More than
Behave,
chicle.
husbands out there.
Hey.
So SmackDown was another hot piece of garbage.
You didn't like SmackDown? I enjoyed it.
See, that's Stockholm syndrome.
No,
See,
not
hold on,
even.
no, because a couple weeks ago,
I think you're just trashing it to
I
trash
was,
it at this
no,
point.
no. A couple weeks ago, I was with you, and I was like, "Yo, nah, SmackDown is good. SmackDown is good." And then you zoom out real quick, and just like look at the landscape of wrestling right now. Like not just AEW, right? AEW is one show, and you cannot compare Don, right, Double or Nothing, to Raw or SmackDown.
You shouldn't.
Double or
It's a
Nothing,
pay-per-view.
yeah, it's a pay-per-view. It's gonna be better. It's gonna be better written. It's gonna be.
They've
like, more
had
prepared.
months to prepare this.
Right. So don't compare it to that. But why
also
are
had
we
months of
suffering
money,
through this? This is
I
like
don't
Compared
think
to
it was
MLW,
mediocre
compared to
writing.
Impact.
These wrestlers are trying their darndest to make.
I
this
really don't
shit
think it
make
was that
sense.
bad.
John
I honestly
Moxley
don't think it was that
said it in Talk is Jericho, right? About how like you're given like a script that makes no fucking sense, and you're begging Vince. You're like, "Yo, don't make me do this shit, Vince."
It
'Cause
wasn't just John Moxley.
No, it's not.
Ricardo Rodriguez said that shit,
Ricardo
too.
said it on our show, and look at Sasha Banks, right? Like she's been saying it for a minute. But anyway, like you can tell watching like these shows, like yo,
Look,
like
I-
now I see. I'm like, they're
I
in this
see what
bubble,
you're
and
saying.
they're not getting.
I
This is
see
the
what you're
circus.
saying.
They're doing what WCW did.
I see what you're saying, and I watch New Japan Wrestling because I want that kind of wrestling. This is more entertainment based, and I was entertained. I actually liked this episode of SmackDown.
Well, I think John Moxley made a point, and once again, we keep referring to the podcast because there's so many gems within it. But he made to mention that WWE is essentially what they need is actors, and he said, "I'm a professional wrestler, right? So when you hand me a script,
Well, look at
that means anyone who handed a script in the WWE may not be able to really pull off what they want."
No, of course
And
not.
that's why
I mean,
we
look
get
at the
uninspired performances.
look at the two
'Cause that's
top
what I see.
guys during the Attitude
Uninspired
Era.
performances.
The two top guys in the Attitude Era became really great actors. They weren't professional wrestlers. Like they could go in the ring, but they weren't the best of the best.
They were able to supersede
They weren't
that.
technical
So,
superstars.
so what was your favorite
Wait,
part
wait,
of
wait,
SmackDown?
Steve?
Yeah,
Steve
yeah,
Austin
yeah.
was probably a better wrestler than The Rock, but I'm just saying.
Probably.
Yeah, for
Don't
sure.
you disrespect his name on this
Yeah.
podcast?
No. I'm not disrespecting. That's not what I'm doing at all. I'm just saying
You were named after him, damn it.
they can pull off acting
It's stupid.
a lot more. They got their points across a lot
you
better
think-
than most of these guys.
Do
They
you
were
think
complete
that
package.
That being said, have
Do
you
you
ever
think
seen
that-
a
hold
Steve
on, hold on.
Austin movie?
Yes.
Horrible.
What?
Yeah, grown ups.
Hold on.
I swear to God, if
The
you're gonna bring
longest
up the
yard.
Longest Yard was awesome.
The
That
longest
wasn't
yard
his
is-
movie.
It don't
That-
matter.
He was a
Don't
feature.
matter.
He was a
He's still an
feature.
actor in
No,
that
very
movie.
different.
He
Very
wasn't
different.
even a feature.
John
he
Cena's
was
a better actor.
Very
two-line
different.
cameo.
You gotta talk
John
about
Cena's
what's
a
that
better
movie?
But to that
What's
point,
the movie with the internet thing?
John
They-
Cena's a really good actor.
they killed
Yes.
people?
The condemned.
And
Triple H
he's
is-
probably one of the best talent that they had in a while.
Yeah.
Like
Some say Triple H.
because actors will do well in this
Yeah.
format.
Because it's entertainment. To your
Yeah,
point.
exactly.
Well,
Like we
let's-
want wrestling, but at the end of the day, if we got more Rocks and Stone Colds, we'd be eating that shit up.
But we.
We'll never get
So maybe
another
that's-
Rock
Nah,
and
but
Stone.
see,
Somebody has
Rock
the
and
problem.
Stone
You're
Cold
not
could
getting
tell
that
a
again.
story in the ring. They can
Yeah.
like take it to tell
Not
a
getting
story on the mic.
The problem is they
They
don't
can
let you
do-
tell stories anymore.
That's the
That's the
problem.
problem. Because remember.
No. They want you to tell their story, not yours.
Yes. And then they talked about
Big
it. Jericho's
difference.
mentioned that after the buyout to WCW is actually when this whole infrastructure kind of developed, where now everything's micromanaged by Vince. Before that, there was a little bit more freedom. Once he took over everything,
was
he
desperate.
And
monopolized.
started
He's like, I need
hiring
to-
people that don't the fuck
He
they're
was
doing.
legitimately desperate. He was a scared man
You know what I mean? So
because
this is what changed.
WCW was on top for a
And
while.
it's starting to show.
Yeah,
It's starting to
it's
show.
starting to show.
20 years later.
So what was y'all favorite part of SmackDown?
KO.
For sure.
Anything
Yeah.
KO does, right? KO Kofi Kingston was a dope match.
The promo he shot, you know what I mean? Kofi.
It wasn't
coming
even that
out.
great for me, but it was.
It was in the ring. It was
just
good.
because it was Kevin Owens, I liked it.
No, it was good. They did
Yo,
tell a
shout
good
out to that
story.
senton bomb, though. That
Yo.
shit
Yo,
was dope.
facts. He hit a senton and a frog splash.
Yes.
Yo.
And still
But,
lost.
Kofi
Yes.
did a bad bump in the back.
He
too,
never
in the
hits
back,
those.
outside.
So what was even this match was like it was the best part of SmackDown. It's
Yeah.
like
It
it's like
definitely
being,
wasn't the best match of the
Okay,
week.
but you can't look at it like that.
it's like
because-
being the
Well, we
coolest
have
kid
to-
that shit his
but
pants.
you can't.
It's like
is
So
I'm
then, what
trying to
else?
tell you.
What else?
Guilty.
What else on
Because-
SmackDown spoke to you? Like what? Other than Kofi and,
Blue.
and Kevin Owens, I
because
don't.
it's blue.
Because until AEW runs a weekly show where they have to keep writing
But-
every week.
but
You
But
can't
I don't have to
compare
go to.
it.
I don't have to
Go
go to
compare it,
AEW.
no.
But that's my point.
Fuck
I can watch
AEW. We're
MLW
talking
and have
about-
a better consistent product. I
That's-
can watch
no.
Lucha Underground.
We're talking about
MLW.
television now.
It's
This
just,
is all
this is
TV.
straight up.
Nah.
Go watch MLW's last episode. It's better than anything. You
Go
saw
watch
this
the
week on
one
Raw.
produced by our girl Selena de la
I've
Renta.
watched
I do enjoy
MLW and I've
myself some
never been
MLW.
as impressed as everyone else
On
has.
Saturday nights. Shout out to Sammy Callahan and
Sammy Callahan's a jackass. I can't watch that
putting
dude.
in work.
Well, he's actually a tremendous heel.
Tremendous.
He can
She
suck my
should
dick.
watch.
So
Well, if you want to
Tell
put him
him,
out there,
tell
like
him,
that,
fucking-
tell him.
So
His name
right
is-
there.
Sammy Callahan, go come suck my dick. All right,
Wow.
you suck.
It's a lot. This guy's a tough guy.
I want to see that shit. Yo, Sammy Callahan, you come over
Hey,
here.
wait,
you
wait,
suck
wait.
his
We
dick.
have Pornhub for that. Listen,
I'm
this
just
is
saying.
HPC, and we're gonna talk about
I
some
want
TV
Sammy
right
Callahan
now.
to hear this shit.
So-
speaking of Pornhub, the
let's
worst
talk-
match of the night.
Right, Carmella versus Mandy Rose.
It's Corey
uh,
Graves' wet dream.
Yeah,
Only Corey's.
and,
Hey.
but also Mella
I
and
read it
Rose
for the
and
articles.
Mandy's, stemming from the whole beef at the Money in the Bank. Right? They finally get their hands on each other a little bit. Any blows here? Not one.
Not in
And
the
that's
ring.
why it was born.
You'd expect them to hit a little harder.
This shit
throw a
was
little faster.
gone.
Yo, but
This
is
was
it,
the worst shit. The worst shit of the night.
is it me or is Carmella the only wrestling move that she does is a super kick?
Pretty much, that's also
Like how lazy is that
She
chick?
does like
bro?
a moonwalk kind of, sort of.
She does not.
Yo, you know, guys. And speaking of AEW,
Again?
sure, we may feel they don't have the need to. The WWE may not have the need to have to answer, right? But they need to make some moves, right? Especially as talent continues to leave. And one person in particular that I think we definitely need to make some moves with is Adam Cole.
Who?
Papito Cole, baby.
The man is going to have a hell of a weekend.
And let me tell you, I'm not as excited as I am.
And
for
we will
the-
talk about it. We will talk about it when we get there.
No, we're talking about it now.
All right,
We're
let's
here.
get there now.
Llegamos.
Get there now. Oh, get there. Get there.
Ya llegamos.
You won't let
Jesus
you.
fucking
This
Christ.
is the only time that's ever made sense.
That's
Yeah.
right. Congratulations.
Wait. Are we going to have a heels, a pop, and a chair shot of the week?
Oh, I
Heel
think
of the
we-
week
I
goes
think
to
we need
John
introduce
Moxley.
that.
Easy.
All right, so on a weekly basis, we're going to introduce a heel moment of the week on any promotion, wrestling-wide, a pop of the week, and a chair shot of the week, meaning the crappiest thing we saw all week.
Oh, that's gonna be some debating for that shit.
So let's just jump right in, right? The heel of the week.
There's no discussion here.
Nah,
I know who I'm gonna give it to.
that's what she said. Who you give it to?
AEW.
For heels
The
of the
com-
week?
No,
Company?
no. MJF.
Oh,
Why?
okay.
Why?
MJF. I think he's gonna be the second biggest heel in the company.
But what he done this week?
He got
He
smacked up
interrupt-
by Samoa Joe
he
at a
inter-
takeover.
He interrupted.
So,
He interrupted Bret Hart before he was gonna unveil the
And-
championship.
yeah, but Bret Hart is a guy who gets beat up by strangers and
Falls off the
stairs and
stage.
shit. Like,
Pero el
come on.
hombre está fucking
Falls
viejo.
off a bike.
He's not that
Rheumatoid
old.
arthritis is real, guys. Come on now.
So
Maybe he should have been better.
you think that moment overlaps John Moxley coming
Yes.
out and
Yes,
That wasn't
actually,
heel.
But
But
I
but
feel like-
John
I feel like
Moxley
that
is
was
an
the pop.
anti-hero.
Is
That
it
was the pop.
anti-hero? Is
He's
it
not
Because-
is it
bad guy.
anti-hero?
John Moxley was the pop of the week, dog.
Pop
Pop
of
of
the
the week.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hands down, the biggest moment this weekend that anybody's been talking about
Wait.
is John Moxley. Now, you
Wait.
could say either you were talking about him because Double or Nothing, or you were talking about him because Talk is Jericho, or you were talking about him because he released in his Twitter that he's going to be at New Japan facing or squeezing the juice out of Juice
On
Robinson.
June 5th
Oh, my.
for
I
his
think-
US title.
I want to
Well-
pencil in. I'm with y'all for Pop of the Week. That hands down, no discussion, no debate.
the
there.
heel of the week should be Pac.
Heel of the Week, I like. Oh,
Nah. I got the best heel for you.
well, now
That
you
might be
say
the
that,
chair shot of
Now
the week.
that, well, so
Yeah.
what's the scale? Chair shot's negative.
Yeah, that
Negative.
shit
I-
is
I
the
put it
wackest
as part of
shit.
the
I put it for negative because it didn't happen, right?
Nah.
He backed out of the fight.
Raw in its entire shitty package.
Chair
was
shot of the week.
3
Nah, they get
hours-
chair shots on a weekly basis on this show. Nah, fuck that.
Was
Ah.
Vince
I
McMahon.
like Pac better.
Nah,
I like
Vince
Pac better for
McMahon.
chair shots.
Yes.
Vince McMahon.
Yes. He's the heel of
Heel?
the week.
Wait.
No, no,
Why
not
though?
the,
Why?
not the heel. Not the
He
heel.
robbed us of an opportunity.
Nah, chill. More specific.
I
though,
did like
more
the beast
specific.
box, so
At the end of the day, he's still making the decisions and he's doing whatever the fuck he wants.
I think it's between Brock Lesnar and Who's this guy?
I would have said the heel of last week for Brock.
Yeah, this week he was like,
He was just dancing
He
around the
cheated.
boombox.
Okay, so then
Honestly?
Baron Corbin for
the
winning the match to go take him to the.
I think
But
Universal title.
everybody knew it was gonna
Nah.
happen. It's predictable
Nah.
writing.
Predictable writing.
I'll take it MJF because I think MJF was
MJF.
heel of the week now.
He's standing
Jericho?
out right now.
Ooh, Jericho though.
Jericho won.
Jericho's been. Yo, hold on.
This
on.
week, this week,
But Jericho-
this week. Relax.
No,
This week.
this
This
week.
week.
You forget.
This week.
What happened?
I got the chair shot.
Okay, wait, hold on.
We'll get there. We'll get
Because
there.
I say Jericho. Because not only was his AEW, shtick was like being a heel, right?
you going with this.
Not only was he saying that they had to thank him for everything he did to legitimize AEW, and them shits is facts. Because there was no big name. Who? Cody? Cody's a big name, yeah, sure, but Jericho is
But
a
he's
big
but
fucking
he's
name.
still loved at the same time.
But
He also.
at StarCast, motherfuckers paid to see him, and he did not show up because no one said thank you to him. So he sent a cardboard cutout. That, my friend, is healatry, and those motherfuckers paid.
Wow.
That shit was paid.
Okay, I'm done. That's
Damn,
it.
Okay.
Although
He got to
MJF was
Nah.
wonderful.
Nah, he's gonna do great things.
MJF got kicked out
I'm,
of StarCast, by
I'm
the
sure.
way.
I'm sure.
Oh,
he'll get,
yeah.
I'm sure he'll get next week.
Not only
But
that,
that's
not
like
only
a
that,
running. That's a running gag that
yeah.
he gets kicked
But
out
don't
of StarCast.
forget producing a show that is just exploiting everything the WWE behind the scenes, right? Having John Moxley on his podcast.
Ooh.
Dude.
This motherfucker's killing it right now.
Yeah.
Heel style.
Jericho
And we appreciate you for it.
is the heel of the week. Although MJF got that
Talk
close
to him.
second, but there you go.
There it is.
Pop-
Jericho,
Pop is Moxley.
John
Hands
Moxley,
down.
and
shot.
Pac.
You had a chair shot though. Who was your chair shot?
He goes to the heel of the week.
Ooh.
Because if I see that weak ass elbow again,
Oh, dude, yeah.
it's supposed
The
to be
Judas-
that
signature.
move.
The Judas effect?
Dude,
shit
Andrade
was-
can't even win with that fucking move. Like, come on.
Nah, that was trash. Like he
That's
hyped that
bad,
shit up,
bro.
but
Yeah, why
his
Sujet,
delivery's
what you
too
doing,
slow,
bro?
yo.
Maybe that's why he's healed the week.
Yo, and don't fucking talk to me about, oh, one time I got hit with a back elbow and knocked me the fuck out. First of all, you're a pussy. And second of all right, we're fucking talking about professional wrestling. This dude is fucking 48 years old. He's fucking doing a back elbow trying to be Andrade. Like, that shit is not happening. He's like, yo, I got you.
This chance to apologize.
Oh, hold on. This way.
Absolutely nobody.
Son, no. You don't hype up a Judas effect finisher for it to do
I
that.
thought it was some like crazy ass power bomb
Something
shit.
was coming,
Like,
No, he's the man of the triple power bomb, the lion tamer, the code breaker,
Woo.
the lion salt, and
dude,
the
he could have pulled
Judas
out the
effect.
fucking mandible claw for all I care.
I would
Jesus
have a
Christ.
flashback. Y'all
I
remember
have
the
another
flashback?
pick for the chair shot.
What was
Flashback?
your pick?
The skull finale.
Skull crushing finale.
Finale was a flashback. That's Jericho's move.
I hate
Yeah.
the skull crushing.
I would
I
rather
hate
take
it
that
too.
than the fucking Judas effect.
Jared.
You'd
did
rather
it
take a
better.
lot of things.
That's true.
Well, so what are you saying?
My chair shot pick for the week. Thanks, asshole.
That's what
Is
she said.
Brock Lesnar? Because how the fuck are you not gonna know that you could cash in the Money in the Bank
Yo,
a
he's
whole
a-
year?
he's a-
a whole year.
But
I thought that was
I
Let's
love
be
that
honest.
because it
Let's
fits
be
his
honest.
character. This guy doesn't watch the show.
Nah, he does.
Like,
But he got cashed in 4 years ago at
And let's be
Mania.
honest. The biggest heel.
but that
of the
doesn't
week
matter.
Has to get the most heat. Right?
How's he supposed to know he was supposed to hold
Doesn't
that
he?
belt? I mean, hold that.
Jericho.
No, man.
No, Brock got more heat.
He's
for
not
that
gonna
shit.
know that
He
they
gets a
can
chair
hold
shot.
that thing for
was
a
He
whole
gets a
year.
chair
though.
shot.
Jericho
Money
got
in the
love.
Bank.
That was last week, though.
Yeah, that was last week. He got heat for the
No,
money.
this
in the
week.
Bank.
This week was raw. This
They
Raw.
laughed at him for fucking
boombox.
walking around with the
Which is
the
what people were
boombox.
saying.
Which is
Yeah, but
honestly,
but he
that's my
decided
favorite guy in
it was-
wrestling right now because of the fucking boom
But he
box.
also decided
beast
to
box.
wait a year or wait longer to cash in to this week on Raw.
That doesn't beat what Jericho's
It's
done
the
in the
Brock
past couple
box.
days.
Yeah.
Days.
In the
okay.
past couple of days, we're talking
Yeah.
about, yeah.
Cause Brock did shit one
Heel.
night and for 2 segments.
Yeah.
Well, pretty
Jericho's
much
been
an hour.
doing shit for the
All-
last 73 hours.
Jericho's beating Kenny Omega. He
All
got
I'm
heat for that.
saying.
He's been talking up with this dude. Okay, yeah, Jericho.
Come
Yeah.
on, you gotta think about this
Look,
shit.
Just because of the week, he's done so much.
Heel
All I'm
of
sa-
the week.
All I'm saying is if Brock brings out the beast box during AEW's tenure, they better watch out.
Yeah, I mean, it's only 3 minutes of it, so at
He's
least
gonna show up and steal that big ass
Well-
title belt.
Well, we've been
Dude,
shitting-
that belt
we,
would be
well,
nice if it didn't have a fucking
let's
huge
talk
ass
about-
We've been
AEW in
shitting
the
on the
middle.
E for a while.
Let's-
Let's talk about the good stuff. Let's
what's
talk
gonna
about the
steal
good
the show this
shit.
weekend?
Huh?
What's to watch this weekend, folks?
NXT Takeover 25.
Talk
Stanley
to
Cup
him, please.
Finals,
Get
NBA
on.
Finals.
Let's Let's talk about this.
Well, the
card,
real
guys.
reason to watch this is Velveteen Dream versus Tyler Breeze. That's gonna be a fucking amazing match.
Yo, did you guys
What's
catch
the
the
card?
promo?
What's the card? We're gonna do some. This is the go home, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
a
a
go
go
for it,
Home,
baby.
right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
let's make some predictions.
So-
let's start from the
All
card.
right, so we got
Matt Riddle and Roderick
Versus
Strong.
Strong.
Ooh.
It's gonna be a great match.
It's
Matt
gonna be a
Riddle.
great match.
Matt Riddle,
technical,
100%.
right? Technical
You
match.
know who
suplex
wins?
heavy, right?
The fans.
The fans.
Yeah, absolutely.
definitely.
The fans. Win.
I want to see
Matt
that
Riddle's
German
gonna win.
suplex, yo.
And Undisputed Era is gonna go all ape shit on Roderick Strong. They're gonna be like, "Why the fuck you keep losing?"
Yeah, wasn't
Oh,
there
another
already a
double
rift?
cross?
Yeah, they already
There
got-
was
they
Adam
already got
Cole
heat.
and Roderick Strong. They
They
got
got
into
heat.
it. So they're still,
Roger threw a T-shirt at him, right? He was like,
Yeah.
"I'm out of this shit."
Well, he
right?
threw his
His elbow.
armband.
Oh, his
armband,
armband,
yeah.
yeah, not a T-shirt. Ladder match for
So
NXT
grateful.
Tag Championship.
This match is gonna be sick. I don't see anybody but Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish walking out though.
Yo,
I
but
don't
the,
know, Street
the,
Profits.
the, yeah, the
Street
Street
Profits,
Profits. I
Street
think it's their
Profits
Nobody wants to
time.
see that shit.
They're
Evolve
pushing
Tag
them heavy.
Team
No, no,
Champions.
I'll tell you what. This is
they're
the
receiving
only
pop.
way.
They're receiving a heavy pop, man.
Yo, they
Street
cannot
Profits.
be the next big
Yo,
hands
they
on big cast.
And you know what? They had
and not
good
win those
matches
titles.
versus the what is it? The Vikings experience or
Yeah.
the
Well, this is
Viking
the only
Raiders?
way they take the straps from O'Reilly and
It's the only way. Yeah,
and Fish.
I can see that.
They've beaten literally everybody
Thi-
on the roster.
Think of Edge and Christian type, right? They're could go somewhat in the ring. They could be physical, but at the same time comedic. You know,
yeah.
in this type of match,
I
could
think
give
the
it to them.
Forgotten Sons have a better shot, honestly.
It depends.
I think we
The
forgot
Forgotten
about
Sons
them.
Yeah, I
are
was gonna
pretty.
say, the Forgotten Sons have kind of been an afterthought.
Yeah, they haven't been pushed in a
It's
certain way.
kind of filler.
No pun intended.
Well, we have to consider, right? The two teams that can have an advantage is definitely Undisputed Era and the Forgotten Sons because they have a third member, right?
I think we're all in agreement that Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch have no shot.
They have no shot, but they got there in this match though. That's love for them.
Nah,
man.
they're definitely gonna get some cool spots in it. so.
Only Larkin's part of 205 Live. Who cares?
He was chasing the 24/7 belt.
The NXT North
Actual truth.
American title.
Which has become their most prestigious belt.
Wait, we didn't pick though. Who we all went with who?
Street Profits.
I got
Street
Street
Profits.
Not
Profits.
me. I'm going with the
Undisputed
Undisputed
Era?
Era.
Yeah,
Nah.
me too.
Tú eres un fucking bobo. Who cares?
Hey, you gotta be mistaken. If
Nah.
you know what, we'll get to it.
This doesn't happen often, but me and
We'll get there.
the villain
Talk
to
are
him,
going
Steve.
undisputed.
Yeah,
Talk
see
to him,
that.
Steve. NXT, like you said, North
Yeah,
American.
North American Championship.
This is a matchup that I've wanted to see for a while.
More
mainly
prestigious than the Universal title.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yo, I'm
Absolutely.
Since,
Did you guys catch this
since
promo?
its first
The
owner.
cruiserweight title
Fire.
is
More prestigious than the
Universal title.
AEW championship.
Whoa.
Chill. Yo, it just has too many logos on it. That shit. Like the strap also had
It's
AEW
gaudy.
everywhere.
It's
Dude,
gaudy.
how do
It
you
was a
have?
lot, yeah.
Double
Come
or
on.
nothing.
Come on.
I love.
Are we
love the
really?
plates.
Come
I
on,
love the
guys.
plates.
Come on. Vacant is really holding this title again. Come on, guys.
Yo,
He holds every fucking title.
The most decorated man in all of
Seriously, man, he's held
Yo.
every title
follow
ever.
him on Twitter. It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Did you
No,
guys
but-
see the promo between Tyler and Velveteen?
He's got
though?
the NXT tag belt
Yes,
right now.
where
Oh my
where the
God.
people started chanting for him and shit.
Yeah. Yo, the
He
first thing I
smirked.
thought of when he came out, I was like, "Where's the selfie stick?" Right? Because he's just holding it in his hand. But they were going back and forth,
Budget cuts.
and I'm forgetting all
That shit
the.
went out with the pyro,
I'm
my guy.
forgetting verbatim, but I know that Tyler Breeze ended it back and forth and said, I don't have to write my number on my pants for people to call me up.
No, he said something along the lines of,
Oh.
if you write your pants, if you write your number on your pants and no one calls you, you know you suck.
Oh.
Thank you for the
Bars.
clarification. Yo, nice back and forth, and they can go in the ring.
I'm
They
going
can
with
go in the
Velveteen.
ring.
Let's not forget that Tyler Breeze was the original Velveteen Dream down
He
in
was.
NXT.
He was.
Yeah, but
So
now
this
there
is
is a
gonna be-
Velveteen Dream, and he's gonna win this weekend.
Don't
Yes.
forget,
You don't
they
think
liked
No.
Breeze so much.
Not at all. Not at all.
Well, if
Tyler
Tyler,
Breeze is in NXT again for a reason, ladies and gentlemen.
well, if
For
he-
and it's
if-
not to win NXT championships.
I'll tell you this
I'll
much.
tell you that much right now.
If the idea is to bring Velveteen to the main card, then yeah, he loses.
I don't think. I think they want to
Oh,
keep him there for a
nah,
while. And
nah,
honestly,
nah, not
having
right
him
now.
lose and chase the title again would be fun.
Against a guy like
Against Tyler
Breeze. Like,
Breeze.
come on.
That would be
Yeah.
a nice program.
I feel like
Yeah,
anybody
right, like
that
build
would
a
have been called.
program.
And here's the thing, Velveteen Dream is super young, right?
Yeah,
Like
he's like
he-
21 now or some
He
shit.
can, he can go
23,
years in
24.
NXT
23.
developing his character before they need to call him up.
Yeah.
And I think
Yeah.
it's to his betterment he stays down.
I feel like everybody that's already been called up is they're already there. Like they've been going back and forth with this superstar shakeup shit, but I think NXT is already inside. I don't think they're not touching it
But
anymore.
No, they will be
the
touching
E,
it.
If the E is desperate right now and they're doing a wild card shakeup, they're gonna be pulling people from
JP,
NXT.
don't you wish that evil on him, Ricky Bobby? Yo, like, let
You
him
leave that man specifically.
leave
there.
him. He's too young.
You want to go up against AEW?
Hey, maybe bring him up, but not.
I can't wait
Dream.
till he gets there.
Dream has to
You
wait
should
till like
because
Vince
Undisputed Era is
McMahon
not coming with him.
goes to XFL at least, so that he
Well,
can come up and be.
That's what I was saying.
I can't go against Velveteen Dream. I'm gonna go Velveteen. on this
Velveteen, me too.
I gotta go with my boy Tyler Breeze. I've always been a
Okay.
fan of his because he went against Yushin Thunder Liger. They
Yo.
trusted him that much.
one. No, he's a great technician, man. He
I
can
f-
go in the ring, bro. You can
I
tell
feel
the
like
story. in the
Tyler
ring.
Breeze, yo.
I really do.
Breeze.
Y'all
I-
want to see that chase?
The chase
Yeah.
would be exciting.
That's what I want to see. I want to see Tyler.
because we didn't really get a chase to begin with. He got his title shot and then he won. Like,
Yeah. I want to see like Velveteen Dream struggle. I want
Yeah.
to see him like lose the title, try to fight to get
I mean,
it
I
he
feel like
has-
you should see that
he
for the
was
main
on a
title.
huge.
I think Velveteen Dream isn't gonna lose until he faces the next heel.
Nah,
The
son.
next
Like,
heel up.
I
No,
feel
no,
like
no.
all this shit will be beneath
How
him, so he shouldn't struggle for this.
how about
shit.
this? He loses the title, then they build a program to where he loses again against Tyler Breeze, and now he's going off to the NXT title.
But that's what I'm
You know
saying.
what I'm
I
saying?
would rather him
Finish
struggle
a
there.
program, but he'll struggle there too. He's gonna be there for like another 3 years, I hope.
I'll tell you who Velveteen Dream's gonna lose to. Killian Dane.
Oh, who's
Because
Nah.
Killian Dane is
Also
going
back.
back
Yeah.
to NXT.
Big time.
Watch. Mark my words.
So Shayna Baszler and Io Shirai.
this is gonna be a fucking. This match is
It's
gonna
Shayna
be fun.
Baszler.
Isn't that Roman Reigns' cousin?
Yo,
No, that's a lizard.
Stonehenge. Yo, son.
We
So
doing this
Shayna-
again with Shayna Baszler and Io Shirai?
Yo,
Yo,
that's my complaint is that we've seen
But
this.
but no, have we?
Yo,
Well, they have to
Have
because
Io Shirai's a snack, first of all.
Yes.
we haven't seen her truly go
She's
off.
definitely
No,
a
and-
Not one-on-one,
And if
but-
you're watching on
That's
a
what I'm
weekly
saying.
basis, if you're watching on a weekly basis, they're building up this feud. So they're attacking each other in the performance center, right? They're going at each other at every site. They just jumped her last week, so they're building to it. And it's the first time they're going one-on-one in the ring,
But
is it not?
yeah,
Hey, yeah.
yeah.
Because she was going up against Kairi Sane.
Yeah.
You racist motherfucker.
Yeah,
No, I know, but it's the first time,
that's
they-
another
they go at-
delicious fortune cookie.
Wow.
Shayna
Wow.
Baszler
Give
Chopsticks.
PCF or not.
Shayna
Presley
Baszler
knows
retains the
of
women's
HBC.
title. She's not losing to Io Shirai or the other
Look,
Chinita.
No nice.
Shayna
not
things.
happening.
Shayna Baszler's not losing
No
because when
nice
Dakota
thing.
Kai
Not
comes
one.
back, Dakota Kai's winning the championship.
Oh,
Or what
God.
you could do is you could have
She is.
trios.
I'm telling you,
Dakota
bro.
Kai's in NXT UK.
Gran mierda.
She's coming back though. She's been injured. She had a feud with Shayna Baszler before she got hurt.
She won't win the title before Bianca Belair.
Well,
I'll
you
tell
know who's coming
She's-
back?
She will.
Tommaso
will.
Ciampa's boy, Johnny Gargano,
Not Tommaso Ciampa though.
versus
No.
Adam
Versus
Cole Bader.
It's like one of the 3 times that we've used it.
I
right.
know it's never the right way, and now it's the right way.
Here we
It's
go.
always the right way, all right?
And now we're never gonna hear
All
the
right,
end
so
of
who
it.
you got?
Outta here.
Who you got? Who you got
JP,
in
can you
this
please tell him who I got?
I hope
Where's
Johnny
Johnny
Gargano-
Champion, baby?
Enough fucking said, baby.
I think it's time.
It's
I
been
think
time.
Johnny's always great when he's chasing, right?
Yeah, I think.
As any good baby face.
Yeah. So this sets that up. You know what I mean? And especially with the rift between Roderick Strong and the Undisputed Era, it sets up that.
And they can keep it going after
Yeah.
this. Like smack up that blonde girl a little bit. Make it
Candice LeRae?
You
interesting.
mean his
know?
wife?
Oh my God.
That
Jesus
girl that
Christ.
I've heard
that
she's
girl that
taking-
used to be in the Indies. What was that? What was that? Was that penis guy that she was hanging?
Joey, right?
That guy.
Pretty chubby.
She took
I'm
super
sure-
kicks to the face with
I
the
wonder
text.
if her husband is okay with you calling him the penis guy that she hung out with.
Hey, whatever he allowed, he allowed. man.
Chopstick.
Dick flips.
Hey.
No one said
Um,
he was Chris Candido.
So
Oh, my
Adam Cole, yeah,
yeah.
that's everybody.
Adam Cole.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking Adam Cole.
What does
Hey.
that mean for Johnny?
Chasing.
I think-
Chase or the call up.
the
Ooh,
call-up.
so which one?
He
bitch?
was on Raw.
Pick
Remember
one, you
that.
asshole.
I just gave you the options. You can choose.
Who's on the
You know what
Rumble?
I'm saying? You asked what was gonna happen. It's either or.
I like the
Follow-
chase.
Thanks, Dick.
I like
You're
the
welcome.
chase.
It's Richard.
The only
His
problem-
name is
It's
old
Richard.
school
He said
Joel.
it's Richard, not Dick.
The only problem
You don't
I
know
have-
him like that. Call him Richie.
The only problem I have about
Little Richie.
the only problem I have about the
His little
call-up
beachy.
is that one, I don't know what they'll do with him, and two,
Suck
whether
him
that call up is 205 Live.
Nah,
te
it's not too
pasaste, dog.
I'm just saying.
I think if it
just
gets
saying.
You know who's not 205? Your mother.
Oh,
I can still pick her up though. Yo soy fuerte. 2 hot dogs every day. Holla at me. Yo la recojo y se lo meto.
Yo, guys, you know what I'm gonna watch to ready myself for this matchup? I'm gonna watch the Super Strong Style 16 from 2015 with Johnny Gargano against Mark Haskins, which was a dope match. Catch it on demand with Progress.
Okay.
And then maybe to watch Adam Cole, it'll be ROH Adam Cole versus Kyle O'Reilly.
Woo! Final battle.
Yep.
Oh, I think we had some front row seats to that one. Hey, shout out to the green streamer that hits him on the forehead. My bad, Adam Cole. I'm sorry, but it was me.
No nice things.
No nice things. And that's all the fucking time we have for all y'all.
fucking mouth, bro.
Yo, we been here. We been giving y'all knowledge. We been spitting that fire, giving you the heat, and it's over now.
Kicking
Y'all gotta
it
get the
old
fuck out of
school.
here. Y'all gotta get out of here. Y'all don't gotta go home. But
What?
Nah, I gotta go
Right.
home.
Yo,
Make sure to
Yo.
catch all
Yo,
of our
dyslexia is a
content on
motherfucker.
all
It is,
different
it
platforms.
And on that Apple
iTunes.
podcast, scroll down, give us a nice little review, and give us those 5 stars.
or what?
Or I'll give your mother those
10 counts of 10. So see ya next week.